All right, y'all, we're ripping off the Band-Aid. We're hopping on the trend. We're doing the Chat GPT challenge for the month of July. I know we are watching all these creators get 1 million followers, 1 million views, but either they're not telling you every single step of the process, or it's a lot to keep up with to keep referencing back on Chat GPT every single day of the month. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I asked it, what it told me to do for week 1. And if you want to follow along and have someone just tell you what to do each week, follow me, like this video, save this video, whatever you want to do, but I'm going to tell you every single week what you need to be doing to grow your accounts. So what I told ChatGPT I wanted to do, I said I want to grow my social media accounts, not only in followers, but engagement rates also. Create a 30-day plan so I can see an increase in views and engagement for my TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Lemonade account. Audit my accounts, let me know where my weaknesses lie and what content would be good to help me grow. So essentially, whenever I scroll through this, it is just telling me my problem is inconsistency and a lack of clear vision. I also don't have a lot of posts, so that's really all it said. So if you're just now starting off, you don't have a lot of consistency, you're not seeing a lot of views, you're probably in the same boat I am. So here we go. For TikTok, this is what it tells me to do. And if you want to steal this, by all means, that's why I'm here for you. Polish your bio and establish a clear niche. So something along the lines of comfort content, baking, self-care, and a cozy lifestyle. Done. Actually, it's not done. I'm going to do it after I film this video, but once I film the video, that's going in my TikTok profile. And then it says to post 3 beachy lifestyle, makeup, outdoor related videos, but it says to use trending sounds, text overlays, and softcore hooks. Softcore hooks are not rage bait. They're not clickbait. It's not there just to get people arguing in your comment section over controversial things. It's asking genuine questions for genuine engagement. For Instagram, it says revamp your bio, your visuals, and create a highlight such as like a start here type post. And then it says to post my first reel, something along the lines of a day in the life or a comfort moment. So it can be a normal day in the life, or it can be something that brings me joy like coffee, reading, laying out in the sun, something like that. Lemonade is said to add a pin board with daily equipment life tips. So not necessarily what I do a day in the life, but what I use for that moment in a day in my life. So if I'm making coffee, the coffee maker I use, the coffee cups I use, the brand of coffee I use, the creamer I use, the frother I use. That's genius. I honestly never thought of that. Love that. YouTube, it says to make it a ribbon cutting. I do have in the last week when I decided to get back into my YouTube account, I've got about 7,000 views just in the past 8 days, but I don't think it's recognizing my short form comment under YouTube Shorts. I think it's only looking at long form content, which I don't have anything. But it says for YouTube, it's going to be my ribbon cutting moment. So it says to script and shoot a short intro clip, 30 to 60 seconds, that just says like, hi, I'm Nikki, your cozy content creator, and then cross post a smaller version of that into my short. For Pinterest setup, it says to create 3 boards, one for cozy recipes, one for self-care tips, and one for outdoor lifestyle, and then pin 10 to 15 posts from your new content. So not necessarily the long form videos, but doing screen grabs or just taking candid photos after I'm done videoing of all the things I do. So create the board that I have the video posted to, but then also do like some screenshots still. Gave us the videos and the posts to make, but what about the captions, the call to actions, and the hashtags? Here's exactly what it said based off of each niche. It said for lifestyle and a cozy routine, it said to use the following hashtags: comfort creator, soft life, cozy vibes, slow living, self-care routine, peaceful moments. Love that. For baking and food content, comfort baking, cozy kitchen, baking therapy, wholesome eats, baking for the soul, bake with me. For self-care and soft moments, it said to do self-care Sunday, cozy aesthetic, me time matters, intentional living, self-care vibes, and soft girl vibes. For outdoor, it said nature vibes only, country comfort, peace and nature, things like that. And then custom and branded, it says to create my own personal hashtag, and you can just substitute this with your username or your name. Hashtag it's just Nikki Beth, hashtag comfort with Nikki, Nikki Beth eats, soft mornings with Nikki. Our CTAs for the week, and again, this is broken down by different topics. So if we want to post a CTA for engagement, likes, comments, and shares, tag a friend who needs this cozy moment, double tap if you'd love to live this slow day, comment your favorite self-care ritual, would you try this recipe? Save this for your next comfort day. To grow your community and your connections, this one's for my fellow comfort girls. You feel me? If you're in your healing area, you're not alone. And I made this for anyone who needed a little calm today. For growth, follow for more cozy content like this. Hit that follow if soft life is your vibe, and more comfort coming. Don't miss the next one. And then if you want cross-platform encouragement, watch the full cozy recipe in my YouTube Shorts. Pin this if you need the vibe later, or more pics on my Lemonade, hashtag comfort creator. Why do I feel like we've overcomplicated this? It was 3-4 prompts and it broke everything down. I only went over week 1. I'm not going to go over week 2. I will make that video after week 1 and let you guys know what it says. So if you're going to join in with me, we're finally going to rip off the Band-Aid, create the account, block your friends, block your family, block your coworkers, because do you want to wait until the end of 2025 and say, I was nervous because I was afraid my coworkers were going to find out or my family was going to find out and they were going to pick on me? They're not going to pick on you when you ain't got to work, when you're cruising, when you're beaching, when you're vacationing, and you don't have to clock in a 9 to 5 anymore. We're not doing that. This is our year. We're just gonna go for it. Let me know if you're doing it with me. I will upload week 2 next week, but right now we're gonna end this video and I'm gonna go through and do all this stuff that ChatGPT told me to do. So I love you. I'll see you next week. Hugs, kisses, and all that good stuff.